Hi, my name is Maddie VanGuilder. This is my handler, Savannah Miller, and we're using Snoopy today, and I'll be demonstrating bandaging. Bandaging is really good to practice because you may be able to potentially cord your horse if done incorrectly. Now I'll be applying a standing wrap. A standing wrap can be used if your horse is stocked up, and it will help the inflammation go down. Now, I'm going to be applying the standing wrap to his back leg, so just making sure he knows I'm here. Going from inside out. Making sure my wrap is nice and smooth with even pressure all the way around. Locking my track wrap in underneath my pillow. Even lines with not too much tension. Working my way down and then back up again. And there you have a standing wrap. I'm going to be applying my wound care bandage. So, if you were to have a wound on the front of his cannon bone, I would take a telfa pad and the ointment that I needed to, which could be nitrofurazin or silvadine cream. But for today, I'm just going to use Vaseline as a demonstration. I'm going to take the telfa pad, put it into the ointment, and then I'm going to stick the telfa pad on his injury. Now, after I have the telfa pad on his injury, I'm going to use roll gauze and apply it like I would a wrap or a polo. Making sure there's not too much tension, nice, even lines. Now I'm going to take my scissors . And the nice thing about this gauze is it will kind of stick to itself, just like that. And then I'm going to take my standing wrap and apply it over my telfa and gauze. Now, making sure that my wrap is nice and smooth. Manipulating it so that there's no creases or bumps. Then I'm going to take my track wrap and stick it underneath the pillow wrap just a little bit so it really locks itself in there, and at the same time manipulating my wrap so I have nice, even, and smooth lines. Not putting too much tension on the wrap, but just enough so that it's snug and won't slip. And then working my way back up, making sure there's no lumps or creases. there you have a wound and a standing wrap and 2 track wraps. Your lower wrap is going to be called the anchor wrap. With the anchor wrap, you're going to want to make sure that you use the large pillow at the bottom and make sure that it goes all the way down just to help lock it in. So as I do it, I'm going to start from the inside and come to the outside and roll and wrap around. And as I go around his leg, I'm going to make sure there's the least amount of wrinkles as I can. I'm making sure that there's tension on the wrap, but not too much so I don't cord or bandage bow him. Now when I put the track wrap on the pillow, I'm going to tuck the track wrap inside of the pillows just to help lock it in more. I'm going to go around twice to lock it and then work my way down and making sure there's the least amount of wrinkles as I can. Working all the way down. And then leaving about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch of the pillow. Coming back up with smooth, even wraps. And then with the top of the stack wrap, this is for if he were to have a wound up on his forearm. I'm going to stack it on top. I don't want to overlap it just to help with extra tension. And same thing. I'm going to start on the inside and work to the outside, making sure that there's even laps, not too much tension, and the least amount of wrinkles as possible. And same thing. I'm going to take my track wrap now and tuck it into the pillow to help lock it in. And then work my way down. Now with this, I'm going to go over both pillows and then work my way back up. And then I'm going to take the elasticon and I'm going to put it at the bottom of the anchor to help keep dust and debris out and shavings. And now when I do it, I'm going to unroll it first so that as I'm going around, I'm not adding too much extra tension. And I'm going to put half of the elasticon on the bandage and half of it on his hoof. You also put elasticon on top of the stack wrap to help it from slipping down. And the same thing, I'm going to put half of it on the wrap and half of it on his leg, starting from inside and working my way around and not pulling too much so I don't add any unnecessary tension. I'm going to be demonstrating how to put a polo on. A polo is not used for support, but maybe just for any interference from a hind leg to a front leg or a front leg to a front leg. So when I apply the polo wrap, I'm going to do it just like I did the stack wrap and working my way down with nice, even wraps. Not going too far down and then working my way back up. Making sure that there's no wrinkles. There's the polo. When using a hoof bandage, you'll have to use duct tape for the exterior. So what I like to do is I like to tear apart about 8 pieces of duct tape, about 2 hands long. And I like to stick it to a nice flat surface that I can easily rip it off of. Overlapping them so that they stick together. And then once I have those 4, I'll do another set of 4 next to it. And I'll take this strip of 4 and apply it right into the middle of the other 4 so that I'll have a nice X and a nice surface area for Snoopy's foot. And I can always cut it down if it's too big. The final wrap I'll be demonstrating is the hoof wrap. The hoof wrap can be used if your horse loses a shoe or has an abscess and doesn't have a shoe. If your horse has an abscess, you can use the Telfa pad and put Ichthymol on it to help draw out that abscess. When applying the hoof wrap, make sure you have all the materials because once you start, you can't put it down. So, if I were to apply the hoof wrap and he were to have the abscess, I would have the Telfa pad ready with the Ichthymol on it, and I would apply the Ichthymol Telfa pad to the hoof. Then, I'll take the diaper and put it over his foot. And this just helps secure the Telfa pad in there and give support to his foot so he doesn't tear it up. Just like that, nice and flat. Then I will take my vet wrap. Once I put the vet wrap on, I don't want to see any of the diaper on the bottom of his hoof. And trying to make sure I'm aware of where I'm putting the vet wrap so it doesn't get too high on the cornet band. And now, as you can see, it's nice and flat and you can't see the diaper. Now this is where I'm going to apply the duct tape. The duct tape helps so that when he puts his foot down and walks around, he doesn't burn through the vet wrap in the diaper as fast. So then putting his foot in nice and flat just like that, making sure it's all covered. Now, when I put his foot down, if the vet wrap or the diaper are sticking up too much, I can cut it. And then with my extra pieces of duct tape I have, I'm just gonna apply it around the hoof just to help keep it all on. Now since the duct tape is a little high up here, I'm just gonna cut it so it doesn't get on his skin and rip any more hair off. Just like that. Now just like what I did with the back of his hoof, I'm gonna cut this down so it's not too high up and putting any pressure on the cornet band. That way it's not on his hair and is irritating his skin. Thanks for watching my bandaging video with me and Snoopy.